Alright, we're about to go live in 3, 2, 1, and let's go everyone. Here we go. The live stream begins now. Good evening everyone, Liberia Arcano here and welcome back on both my Twitch and YouTube channels. How's everyone doing tonight? How was your weekend? I hope it went well, and I also hope you had the chance to see more of the summer showcase. More of the summer gaming showcase, whether on Steam or from YouTube or other channels. I had the chance to see the Xbox showcase, and here's the idea for tonight, everyone. We're going to continue the story on Stonemachia, but before we do that, I want to take a brief look at the showcase page on Steam and comment on some of the upcoming Xbox releases. And I'm glad that some of those releases are also coming on PC. They're not going to be a full console exclusive. Because there have been plenty of interesting stuff that has been shown during the Xbox showcase. Also, starting from today, we're just 2 weeks away from my birthday live stream next Monday, or at least it's scheduled for next Monday. Let's hope nothing serious is going to happen, so then I don't have to postpone it to another date. For this week, like I already shared on Discord, it's going to be another limited, another 4, we're gonna have only 4 streams for the week. We're just going to have 2 gameplay live streams, the one for tonight dedicated to Stonemachia and the one for this Saturday, where we're going to continue the story on Opposite Premium Speaker, because I have to attend another social event for 3D artists and motion designers this Friday. If everything goes well, we're going to have 2 art streams this week. Oh, hey there, TG. Welcome, TG207. Welcome back. It's been a while. How are you going? How's it going and how are you doing? We're just talking about the schedule for this week. And oh, hey there, Tora. Welcome back. Ben tornata, Tora. How is it going? I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking, everyone. I was just, like I said, I was just talking about the schedule for this week. Tora, for your joy, we're going to play another pure Italian game tonight, which I already started a couple of weeks ago. It's Stonemachia, another Italian Souls-like game. Imagine an indie version of Enotria, but done in a proper way. So don't expect wasted potential. Stonemachia has been on the radars of plenty of people for a while in the last couple of years, and there has been plenty of wait, a lot of wait and hype for this game, and so far I would say that the hype has been deserved. Another thing is that for this Friday, although I'm not going live in another stream, I have a surprise to share. I have a nice surprise. Enotra could have been so good, but the studio is fucking sus and the game has many problems. Well, I can say it's not the case for Stonemachia. The community is particularly active. They've been working around the clock to give players an optimal experience, especially because the game was built from scratch. It started as a solo project, and then more and more people chimed in and offered their contribution to the game. So it feels like no longer feels like a solo project, but a team effort and a genuine grassroots project. By the way, what you're listening now is the official soundtrack for the game. Because, like I already mentioned in a couple of live streams last week, everyone, I'm resorting to the official soundtrack for games instead of royalty-free tracks, because otherwise they're going to butcher my other VODs. Remember someone in the other Discord server said it's better than Dark Souls. I guess we leave it in the project. I haven't been particularly active on the Notre server for a lot of time. I remember there has been a controversy with developers addressing some approach from the journalists and other media outlets, but in that case, I cannot blame the developers for it because I've seen that some outlets have been quite sketchy about that. Instead of trying to clear or settle the controversy, they actively poured more gasoline on the fire, more fuel on the fire. And they acted like the developers were constantly in bad faith. You can tell me they are not paid or close friends. I mean, outlets earn on the fire. But the thing is that I'm not even talking about official media outlets, TG, like multiplayer or Every Eye or the major Italian websites. I'm talking about independent creators. They sniff a rumor. They don't even bother to double check the reference or the source to confirm whether it's true or just a rumor, and they capitalize on that. They need over a year or something to actually give out the giveaway. Yeah, ultimately it was a disappointment. I wouldn't say Enotra was completely bad. I think I enjoyed some parts, and it was one of my first full-fledged Souls-like, or in this case, Souls-like experiences. It's mid. Yeah, that is fair, Toran. The thing is that I never even tried Solstice, which was supposed to be the other big Italian Souls-like from Forge Reply. They are real Souls-like. The day I'm going to master enough force of will and patience to play a Souls-like without losing my shit, I will. An actual Souls-like. In any case, everyone, I wanted to switch to my blessed Steam library and do play Neo and do no armor run like me. I mean, Neo ain't that hard, which means it's even harder than one expect. Alright, so let's get on to Steam, because another thing that I immediately noticed is that from today until next Monday, we're having the Steam Bullet Festival, so we can expect first-person shooters and bullet hell games. Let's see. Here we go. Apologies everyone, but right now I cannot switch between chats since I'm streaming also on YouTube. Okay, so we have Exit the Gungeon. It's very different from Enter the Gungeon. There is Arms of God, Returnal, Brotato, Megabonk, Trials Survivors, this, Gridland, okay, Soulstone Survivors, plenty of Survivor-likes games. So it's more, it's less about the first-person shooters and more about bullet hells and survivor likes. It's been a while since I touched the Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, by the way, and I'm waiting Warhammer Survivors, which is developed by the same team behind Vampire Survivors. It's an official licensed collaboration between Games Workshop and Poncle. So give me a second, run so I can recover the chat. I actually beaten Neo 1 without armor. Well, nicely done, Tora. Congratulations. This evil German hero made me play Neo in Dark Souls 3. And how is it going, TG? Are you enjoying them, or did you enjoy them? In case you already finished playing those games. I got a Durex add them. So Durex is still going on. Which no single AF. Well, let's see, there is also a showcase of games developed in Croatia. There's Hunter Showdown on a 60% discount. As you can see, they updated the Steam interface and overlay. Let's see. Escape Simulator 2, Bloodgrounds, Kaiserpunk, even Serious Sam 4, The Talos Principle 2, The Talos Principle 3, Grayskin, Dark Queen, It Takes a Tribe, Crispy Circuits. Okay, there is a nice collection of Serious Sam games. I should already have the Talos Principle on Epic. Never played it, but I heard plenty of good things about this game, and from the looks of it, or rather from the very few things that I noticed, it could be something very similar to Myst, which is a classic first-person puzzle adventure. It was the kind of game that was frequently compared to Doom back in the early 90s. Not because of the same genre, but because of what can elevate games to an art form. Because, okay, while Doom was the epitome of video game entertainment at the time, Myst was more similar to an exotic painting that you wanted to exhibit in your house for your friends, or something like an artifact or a precious object or item you wanted to place on your furniture, like a decoration that really makes really gives more personality to your living room. That's the idea for Myst. They're both art form, but while one is equivalent of, let's say, a mainstream beer, that's Doom. Myst is more like the fine quality liquor. Maybe you should play Neo, that Neo, though, very cool game. I do have Neo in my library, but Neo 1 and 2. Because they were on a huge sale. Let's see. Some of these titles have a terrible... have some terrible AI-generated covers. Then why not play it next? Cheaper than 25 euros. Yes, Thor, if you remember, there were some sales where Neo was a lot cheaper than that. Because I got both with DLCs for 25 euros. But to answer your question, TG, the reason I'm not bringing Neo right now is because I want to focus on indie titles. Except for a couple of exceptions. And one of those exceptions is going to come out in the next month. Because I wanted to take a quick look at the Xbox Game Showcase. If we can still recover the dedicated page. If not, there's no panic. I already saved the link on Telegram. And that is... just give me a moment, Tora, so that I can recover it. I know that my Telegram is right here. Okay, let me see if we can... Alright, no. Apparently I cannot copy and paste the link. Damn it. Alright. No big deal. Let's see if we can go through like this. I mean, you could do most days indie and one day Neo. Ah, there it is. This is what I was looking for. The Xbox Game Showcase, which we can find here and also here. Apologies for the disappearing window. It happens whenever I move away from OBS. Okay, so among the games that I've been going to wait for the months to come, TG wants to see you suffer. There is definitely Clockwork Revolution because it gives me very strong Bioshock vibes. There is also Gears of War E-Day, but I'm not going to buy it immediately. I would like to wait for a discount. Also, they announced the DLC for Doom the Dark Ages Revelations. So now we have another reason to come back and play Doom the Dark Ages. Fable will be out next February. They also announced a new Spyro game, and that's always a good thing. There is a further chapter in the Hellblade series, simply titled Senua, and this has to be yet released. It should also come out in 2027. The game that I'm talking about that I want to bring on this channel is Halo Campaign Evolved. And I'm quite surprised that it was announced for July 28. Don't cook your laptop again. Don't worry, Tora. I'm sure that save some unexpected troubles, they fixed the optimization issues with Dark Ages. Just play the remaster. No, I don't mind coming back on Halo with this full remake, Tora. I already have the Master Chief edition for the first Halo. It's also significant because this game is released during the 25th anniversary for Xbox, and the first Halo came out 25 years ago. I will say that probably it is because of the Grand Theft Auto 6 influence that the game has been released in July and not in November, because otherwise that would have been the full-fledged anniversary for Halo. Because, yes, again, GTA 6 is finally coming this November. Why pay 60 euros for a single game when the collection is 40 euros? Because this time we're dealing with a remake, Tora. It's not just a graphic overhaul, they're also adding more content. I'll be honest, play Neo and wait till Halo goes on sale if you want to play the campaign Evolved. Should also be available on the Game Pass. But the thing is that with my current rhythm of streaming, play about 3 or 4 chapters in the lifespan in the duration of a month doesn't seem an acceptable deal for me. I want to be able to play Halo at any given moment instead of constantly renovating a subscription model to play it. There is also Minecraft Dungeons. I remember playing the first Dungeons when it came out during the pandemic, and it was a solid Diablo-like. They're also presenting a Modern Warfare 4, but I'm not particularly interested in this game. Spider-Man Beyond, this is has me very curious. I would say that, in my opinion, the weakest announcement during this showcase was the next expansion for Fallout 76. Unless this is the full release. You could just mod the collection and you probably have a better remake. Hmm. I don't know. There is also the fact that somewhere and someone we could get installation 01, but I still don't know whether it's been scrapped or it's still coming in the future. And that's a fan-made remastered edition for the first Halo. What makes you want to get a remake for full price? Is it the changes and a little bit more content? Yes, but also because it's brand fidelity, Toran. It's simple as that. Then, of course, I can also think twice about getting the game at full price. Another thing that I should not forget about is that they will also getting another expansion for the Alters. Now that's another game that it's worth playing, and we also finished this game on the channel. It's Last Variable, and this time is a different story that takes place after the end of the game, in which we play as scientist Jan. And I'm curious about this one. Hmm. And the thing is that I also resumed playing Assassin's Creed 3, the remastered edition. It's not as good as I remembered Assassin's Creed, at least from a graphic point of view, because there are some evident visual glitches and bugs that feel like a downgrade compared to the original release. But it's something I'm doing to relieve my first full-fledged Assassin's Creed title. The first game in the series that I actually owned, instead of just playing borrow with borrowed by a friend. And I had many expectations about Assassin's Creed 3. It had a very good start, but then it progressively became weaker as a story, and the ending was a disappointment. It was a solid narrative and characters, or at least a solid beginning narrative and characters, and new gameplay elements introduced to the franchise. They were ultimately undermined by a very strange story pacing and questionable choices. It's both for Connor and Desmond's story. Connor's story felt disappointing because the final antagonist wasn't as good as the real antagonist in the game, that is Connor's father, Haytham Kenway. As for Desmond's story, it felt like an abrupt end and confusing. By the way, how many times did you die on Stonemachia? I'm glad that you asked TG, because I just made a death counter for the occasion. And we have it, like right here. So far it's 48 deaths and counting. Some of them were avoidable, others were really frustrating. The curious thing is that, for instance, last week, I reached a boss on Monday that gave me plenty of trouble, and I stopped fighting after dying about 7 times. Then, when I resumed the game last Friday, I managed to defeat the boss on the 8th attempt. I don't know what happened. Maybe I was really in the zone or super focused about that, but it didn't give me as much trouble as the first 7 times. Now I reached another point where I'm up against another serious boss, plus another optional boss that is giving me a lot of trouble. I will say that I don't think I'm halfway through the game at this point. Maybe I'm approaching the middle act. And I don't know whether 48 deaths at this point is either good or bad. I would say that for some bosses I felt particularly proud with myself for being able to defeat them on the first try. And for a Souls-like noob like me, that's a very big deal. It means that maybe I'm getting the Souls-like gene growing inside me. Or maybe it's just a feeling. Alright, just give me a second, everyone. Have you seen the first Berserk, Kazan? Yes, I did, Tora, but I haven't seen the many things about the game. I see that it has more stylized, almost anime-like aesthetic. It's not overly realistic like Dark Souls or Elden Ring. I've seen a few streamers playing that. It's actually really good. Did you try the Tora? How would you describe it? You could call it a Neo-like. So it's not even a Souls-like, it's a Neo-like. For vibes and the gameplay style, I would guess. Okay. So with this being said, everyone, we can start this new chapter of Stonemachia. So let me deactivate the background music. We also have to disable it because I noticed that in the most advanced parts of a live stream, sometimes OBS tends to overload a bit. It depends by how many times I have to switch between windows. Let's see. Sorry, I'm missing one of your messages. Let's see. I just say it's like that. It's like that because a lot of things are took from Neo. It's easy if you play it on normal or lower. Or at least there is also more difficulty levels instead of normal, hard, or super hard, and so on. Okay, this should make for a less traumatic experience for first first time players. Okay, so let's mute the music. We can start Stonemachia, and here we go. Hard is actually the base difficulty before they change the things around. You gotta play it hard then. All right. Photosensibility warnings. We can go on. Hard is intended difficulty. Not fun if you don't throw some blasphemies. Oh yes, I have to click on the window. Okay, everyone. In the previous chapter, we went past the city of Medellin, which is based on Milan, and defeated the leader of the mass of followers that were going against the sculptor, the mystical figure. This is the source of all life on the land of Stonemachia. We decided to seal a pact of alliance with Derasin, one of the entities that we fought in the previous chapters. Is it just me or is the game logo low resolution? No, no, don't worry, Tora. The logo for me is fine. Maybe it's because it's slightly blurred on the outlines. But like, what point of the game like start quarter alpha almost finished? So after crossing a giant valley, a valley of giant windmills, right after Medellin, we have to reach a structure known as the Spire, where the sculpture resides and where we can seek an audience with him to return to heaven. Because Zephyron, the main protagonist of Stonemachia, was originally an angel before falling from heaven and becoming a pawn. While we were reaching the spire, however, we have to make a detour through place known as the Scarlet Bastion, which is the domain of a vain and spoiled duke, who also knows Derazin from some time ago. The thing is that there is another entity, another angel who took possession of the Rook, of the Bastion, Cherubim. And now we have to fight and defeat Cherubim in order to advance. There is also another optional boss, the Wooden Cat, who resides in the one of the rooms of the Bastion. Here we go. Another thing is that inside this bastion, we also fought a group of enemies that are that are inspired by the Trinacria, the symbol of Sicily, the three-legged sun. So just to show you everyone what I'm talking about, you can use the Velociter. This is equivalent of fast travel to briefly return to the ducal vestibule of the ducal quarters. This is where you can find the Wooden Cat. But like, what's the point of the game? Just like a start, a quarter, half, or almost finished? Oh, you mean that? I think I'm approaching the half of the game, TG. Like I already said before. We've already completed the prologue and went beyond Medellin, which is one of the most important locations in the game. It's a dark fantasy version of Milan, and it comes with its own Duomo. Some of the enemies are the same fountains you can find all around Milan, and there are also tram cars. So that's the Wooden Cat. I'm not going to fight it right away because it already did me so much the previous chapter, and it's one of the very challenging bosses in this game. There is also another optional boss in the first part of the game, simply called Tommaso. It's a pebble with a face and armed with a jousting lance and a shield. But there are already plenty of memes about him on the Stonemachia Discord. And in fact, they also made a tarot collectible card for him. And every card in the game has a Latin caption. This is Tommaso. Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. So the thing is about Tommaso is that at first it seems a very formidable opponent because it moves around very fast. Like it keeps charging at you. Like you don't have enough time to recollect yourself and come up with a strategy. And it is not advisable to fight this game head on because it directly comes at you, no matter where you are. But once you understand the parry system of the game and you know where to properly parry the attacks, it's actually quite easy to defeat. Now, the thing is that in Stonemachia, parries are important because we can use an ample to heal ourselves during a fight. However, there are two ways to refill the ample. Either by defeating enemies, the most classic one, or whenever we parry an attack. Whenever we parry an attack, the ample can be slowly refilled. And in this case, the more attacks we parry, the longer we can survive during a boss battle. Play Kazan and learn how to parry. Alright, let's go. It's Sekiro, Sekiro, Sekiro. Alright. Let's see if we can do better against Cherubim this time. We can also encounter this little critter here. This is Derazin's familiar, and by giving it a treat, we can also unlock special perks for our classes. The thing is this, everyone. In Stonemachia, we have four different forms. The pawn, which is our which is it's our basic form. Then we have the rook, which is a very slow, but it can also deal the most damage. Yeah, I think I didn't, Tora. Would you mind explaining it? Then, as I was saying, the rook is the game's tank. Then we have the knight or the horse because it resembles a horse. The horse is nimble. It deals 100 damage, but it can attack multiple times thanks to a drilling attack. And then we have the bishop, which it doesn't have the best defense, but it also has the highest attack speed in the game. It doesn't do that much damage, but it does plenty of damage in uh, in a short amount of time. It would be the equivalent of wielding dual blades in Monster Hunter. So this is the pawn. Here we have the rook. As you can see, it unleashes this very slow but powerful attack. So what does the which one does the most damage? It's the rook. The bishop is fastest, doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it keeps attacking like a madman. The knight is a bit tricky. We can summon this drilling attack and keep charging at the enemies. It also comes with the fastest dodge. The pawn is the most balanced class among the four of them. Also, the thing is that so far the pawn can deal the most damage for the special attacks. Here from the level up screen, you can see the various stats and difference between the forms. Mm. All right. And Tara, thank you so much for redeeming the drink reward. Give me a second, everyone, so I can go and fetch a water bottle. I'll be right back, so please don't go anywhere at all. Let's see. All right, so I'm back. Let's resume. Apologies for the double stinger sound, but it's because again I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. That's the water. Thank you, Tora. Some much needed hydration, especially since we're approaching summer very fast. Now, let's see if this next attempt is gonna be better than the others. So far, I feel more confident by playing as the pawn. I try to play with both classes, and I'm not feeling particularly confident with the bishop because he keeps swing a lot, but I don't know if he can deal enough damage to compensate for the lack of damage that we can deal. The horse, like I said, it's a bit tricky. The rook might be more my cup of tea, but it's also very slow, and I'm afraid that all these slow swings and cleaves can leave me very open towards very open against incoming attacks. So try to fight the wooden cat as the rook didn't went well. Ah, that's our shade. We can destroy to recover feathers. Oh boy. Yes. Mm. Okay, the coordination is completely all over the place. There it is. Ah, crap. Well, not a very good attempt at this one. Completely lost coordination with attacks. And it's very frustrating to miss even a single parry in this game. Because if we miss a parry, we can either take reduced or full damage from an attack. Sure, we can dodge an attack, and in case of a perfect dodge, we can react with a free. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Tora. In case of a perfect dodge, we can get a free counter attack. But being a very conservative player, I rather stay alive by parrying as much as possible rather than dodging attacks. One second. And this is the local you died screen. It's not you died, it's Petrificatus because in the lore of Stonemachia, the angels have casted a petrifying curse on the land. It's also why the game is called Stonemachia. The main enemies that we're fighting are living statues. Hold on a second, why can't hear music? Oh, crap. Mm. That's it. Ok, mer. Also, everyone, if we can parry enough attacks, we can also unlock the special attacks. We can deal moderate damage. this one is gonna be better in the previous attempts. This is Cherubin, the Wing Reaper, or the Reaper of Wings. Alright. Maybe halfway through the fight. Yes, this is gonna be the second phase of the fight. Oh, damn it. A combo attack with the swords. Not only that. Oof. Stay there. Oh man. Okay. Try to stay alive as much as possible. Oh no, I'm panicking. No! Oh no, we were going so well, but I missed those two attacks. This might have been the best attempt at fighting Cherubim so far, because I actually reached the second phase. I carried it too soon. That's it. Alright, second special attack. Oh, it was very kind of you. Barge right into my magic laser. No. No. No, no. No, there are moments where I completely lose coordination and I leave myself open to the attacks. 51, that's I'm counting. At least losing just 1,000 feathers is not a big deal. Stop getting petrificated. I'm trying. It is particularly satisfying to hear the parry sound whenever we get a perfect parry. Okay. Okay, when it comes to the second phase of the fight, I'm already getting smashed badly. What was that? What is going on? No! Those tackling attacks with the Minotaur heads really caught me off guard. Yeah. Do some more air. And I could also try to use the rook, but it also moves around very slow. Ouch. Okay, we're really out to the fight, damn it. No, this is very bad. No. Get out. Let me go. No. Okay, give me a second. I'm panicking again. Need to record my fox. See, what can I do? Okay, it's a bit better. Damn it. Hit me. No. Didn't see that coming. Maybe the bishop. I'm just wielding blades. I don't know what I'm doing. It's making sense. Have I got to go? Got to go, you know. Oh yes, yes. Thank you for the company, TG. Take care and have a good night and enjoy your rest. Okay, not to die again. If I don't get the next pair correctly, I'm going to die. Nothing. I struggled a lot and I couldn't even manage to get to half of the boss's health. Trying to figure out how to use the horse, the knight's special ability. No, come on. This is not working. It's really not working. Let's see. I need around 6,000 more feathers to reach the next level. And it's not gonna do that much change, except for the pawn. Sì, no, crap. Got distracted and paid the price for it. Oh, thank you, Darasin. I didn't know that we could also summon our ally to fight at our side. Let's just hope that it's not going to revolt against us. No! So much damage. And it's not that Derasin can make that much of a difference. She takes way too much damage.
Danzerò sul tuo sangue!
I will dance on your blood. Okay. Maybe I'm going to fight the boss. No, she's about to grow. Damn it. Come on, then. Missing the second swing. Again with a second attack. Retreat. Oh, it's very worked. Wait a second. Can we really do this? Maybe we can. No mistakes. No mistakes, please. One more attack. Yes! Whew. Oh man. Chi sine peccatus vestrum, primus lapidum, something something, damn it. We did it, we defeated Cherubim. What is going to happen now? Oh. It's fleeing towards heaven. Oh, we were... No! Are we going to die? Ah! Ah, that was a rough landing. Okay, give me a second. Naviglia? What is this place? I think that we landed just a bit beyond the spire. But, okay. First of all, I'm glad that we finally defeated the Cherubim. After this, maybe now we can try to go after the wooden cat. Let me see if we can get... If we also got Cherubim's card. Probably not. First, I think that I can check right now. Ah, there it is. This is the name of the achievement that we just unlocked. Qui sine peccato est vestrum, primus lapidem mittat. Ah, only properly know how to read and speak in Latin. Let's see. Google Translate Latin to English this time instead of Latin to Italian. It's this one. Qui sine peccato est vestrum. Oh, okay. It's one of the passages from the Bible. He is who without sin cast the first stone. He who is without sin among you, let him cast the first stone. Alright. Let's try to understand where we are. We should thank Derasin for the save. Zephyro, are you okay? Are you alright? Curses! I was so close. Harvey must have seen me coming. He set a trap for me and I fell for it hook, line and sinker. And I completely fell for it. And even worse, I didn't manage to take any information from him. He was looking for you. Why? It doesn't make sense. So wait, Cherubim was looking for us. What might he want from you? No. There's no time for this for this kind of things. Let's focus on reaching the spire. Okay, so I guess that now we have to jump from this impossible height. Okay, this place, judging by the architecture, greatly reminds me of Venice. Naviglia. Let's also see if I can find another board, because now we have enough feathers to level up. Okay, no fall damage. There is another angelic door we can unlock only by defeating an angelic key. And this one, well, first of all, let's level up. Mouse sword. I think about it from time to time. I wonder what was it. I wonder what was it like to live like mammals, or living with mammals. I guess he's talking about the humans. After all, they built many great things, even the spire. And then we have this giant cherub warrior. Keep this kind of talk for yourself. It's their fault if we are here. The only positive things about the spire is the sculpture, and nothing else. Now be quiet, or some Iliad might hear you. Some Iliad. Is he talking about the other major angels? Oh, there are also pigeons in Venice. I mean, it makes sense because I remember visiting Venice for the carnival when I was a little kid, and Piazza San Marco, St. Mark Square, was full of pigeons. Okay, and this one? Another Iliad. Not one step further. Oh yeah, it makes sense. They call them Iliads. Well, let's call them at this point. I think that the translation from Italian to English could be the Heliots. From Helios, the Latin word for sun. Whoever you are, you will never set foot in the city. The Reaper of Wings have brought you here. It's enough to realize that you must be eradicated. And if you consider that, I mean, you should also consider that your armor reminds me of those filthy mammals. You will burn in the most... You will burn in the most scorching light. Oh, so this is the welcome wagon. The Heliots. Oh man. We have to fight against a lamppost. Wait, what? Oh boy. The lampposts are literally summoning lightning. Oh man. To get adjusted in reading their attacks. When we send the pigeons into the river, yes, we can, and we just committed the murder. Okay, not all lampposts are going to attack us. This one? Different kind of Helios. It fights like a bad soul. Let's see. So I saw a soldier earlier that we can interact with. Another Heliod. Have you ever heard about certain islands in the sky? It seems like the mammals built most of their filthy or cheap idols. I've never been there, but believe me, I will gladly erase every single memory, even from there, even if it's the last thing I shall ever do. Anyway, by the way, how many times did you die in the tutorial boss? Well, if you're talking about the boss at the start of the game, in the prologue, just once, but it was scripted. The first boss fight that I've ever seen in the game, the mini boss, I died only once. And for the first boss that I fought, not the mini boss, it was one of the very few times in this game that I defeated a boss at the first try. I mean, where you get the shield. Okay, yes, I think it was. I think it was just one. I did one time while fighting the first boss in the game. Oh, it's Barakill. My eyes didn't deceive me. Isn't it right, Peregrine? Or Pilgrim? I saw you dance in the sky with the Reaper of Wings, one of the Fire Archangels. He would say he murdered the Queen. And not only you survived, you see me, you came out of this even stronger. Fate must consider you truly invaluable. A shame that a pity that the idiots don't share the same vision about you. And this one? A noble. Would it be? An angelic armor? How lucky you are to have such a precious object. There's no work of the sculptor who can get that close. Some healers might even forget their crusade and try to seize it. Oh, this one? A lion sculpture. I love this place. The hills protect us, and and the sun always shine. And the lion, so majestic. The spire's shadow isn't enough to dampen such splendor. I guess the lion is talking about the lion of San Marco, the symbol of Venice. Be aware, stranger. We are the Heliots. We swore to free Medellin from every sign of the mammals. They might even build this city, but their stench still lies everywhere. To think that one of us could have fornicated with one of them. I feel sick just by thinking about it. And this one? Ok. A bit unfair this fight. Mm. 3-on-1 is not the kind of odds that I will take. What's this? Oh, okay. The developers of Stonemachia just shared a new update for the game. Fortunately, Discord wasn't loading up. They had the possibility to add to toggle the camera shake and also to toggle the hit stop. Mm. Okay, we're starting from here. We can ignore the lamppost and these other sandbaths of. I just want to recover my zuffolo and keep moving. Okay, if we can stagger the Sons of before we can attack, that's fine for us. This? It's a cat! It's a stone cat! Unfortunately, we cannot pet it. And we look at the new achievement. Meow! Get yourself a pet by a cat, stone cat. Beautiful. Alright, let's take care of the second solve. The gondolas hold no secrets. What is this thing? This is a glass vase. Contains some more feathers. Sfacelo scultoreo. It's another boss fight. Oh no. This one is called the sculptured mishap. Okay, have to get used to its pattern. Oh boy. Again, a spatula can either be mishap or disaster. This could be the sculpturous disaster or statuary disaster. I have to recover the feathers. Fortunately, I have to fight one more time against the angel. I hope not. This is gonna be so much in spending whatever feather I can collect. Okay, watch out for the resin attacks. Again. At least I recovered the feathers, otherwise I would have completely lost them. For now I can't keep up with these attacks. There is no board around. Come on. Okay. Damn it, double swing. And I can't recognize the attacks. But at least this is just a mini boss. No! We were so close. I hope we can find another board. That's defeating this mini boss. I'm just noticing that its shield has a face. Come on. I can get the parries right. Shouldn't try it. Again. Going attack. Alright. Let's give you plenty of damage and put an end to this farce. That's more like it. Checkmate. This gives us another nice 6,000 feathers. Please tell me that there is a board. Oh! Thank goodness. Going to pour the feathers. All the feathers that I have, and we reach the level 25. Ah, that's another lamppost. 2 lampposts actually waiting for us. And we got another vinyl. And this vinyl here, it's titled Sole a fior d'acqua. Sun on the edge of the water. Watch out for the mandrakes. I'm having trouble fighting these rocking horses. Oh, and this little mouse? Oh, the broke mouse. Oh, how can I do this? What can I do? I don't have all those feathers for the boat. I cannot face the lion. I cannot leave from here. A feather toll for the ferry. Ah. Crap. The Heliads have spotted us. Another fish face. Try to pop the lamppost again. Damn it, I'm about to die. There must be no flowers. I will erase all the remains. Oh, you see that it's destroying the flowers. Colorful. What's the trouble with understanding the attack pattern of the Heliads? Stay alive. Okay, nice. Let's destroy the Heliads with a single counter attack. What else do we have? Two fish faces. This is much easier compared to the affiliates. Okay, now it comes. Some faced angel. Over. No! We're so close to the end. Yeah, 633. That's. Oh no. I could restart this counter from the beginning. Stop attacking me. Okay, guess completely out of focus right now. Some more water. I really can't get the attack patterns of the Heliads. Is it working? Okay. Okay. Much better. Wasting a special attack for these better enemies. Not that there's much of a choice. Better. Right. No, alright. Oh. Okay. This time it's alright to the gauntlet. And that's the key. Fuck! This was a mistake on my behalf, but at least every time we die, not by getting killed by an enemy, we can keep our feathers. This is still going to count as a death, however. 65 deaths and counting. We unlock the door. What if I go inside this? Oh, yeah. I didn't do that earlier. Ah, nice, another feather bundle. There's another mouse. Scriteriato. Reckless. Ah! It wasn't even you. Ah, a shame. But he is here somewhere. What is he talking about? the arms. One of the enemies that I hate the most in this game because they're just confusing and they keep flying around. It's also particularly tricky to parry them. Another sun sword. Oh, here is the Rasen's familiar. Waiting for us. Do we have a trick for him? No, we don't. Well, in case... if we go here... Oh, there's also the spot we would have eventually reached working from the other scaffold. And this? Captain. Welcome! The ferry for the Spire is about to depart. Show me a ticket, and I shall, and it shall take you away from the clutch of the healers to live the new and better life that you deserve. Oh, you don't have a ticket? No worries. I can prepare one for you. Let's see. Applying the major interest rate for the ticket going directly on board, that will be 300,000 feathers. That's robbery. Sorry, but I'm not the one who makes prices. Unless we can find a way to convince the captain to let us aboard without paying this insane amount of feathers. Okay. So it's going to be our next move. We can go and spend these feathers. I don't think the game will actually expect us to keep farming feathers, but we can afford a ticket. Level 26. Okay, no. Where are we going to find the ticket? Mm. No. No, that is completely out of timing. Wait. And this thing? Oh crap. What is this thing? I'm fighting against a shade. Or a shadow. What happened? That was weird. Anyway, I think that's where we have to go. Take the lift. And this. Oh, going to fight. Can't cherub. This was in his armored. Can also summon some sort of force field. And go for a body slam. It's protecting. This other feather bundle. Ah, damn it. He's gone. Unless we have to get down there and continue the fight. I see there are several giants. Yeah, I think that's the best course of action. Please don't die. Alright. Interesting. This one was carrying a card for the cherub, big cherub. Okay, already got it. Because we defeated a different kind of giant cherub. Okay, here we have Barakiel. I have to admit, he harbors some sort of sympathy for the Hylians. They fervently support the sculptor's mission and give meaning to their new form. However, this obsession of theirs for the extermination of the mammals worries me, honestly. Those wretched creatures to which we consider to create medallion have gone for ages. Have gone for a long time. But they still seem to see them, especially in you. They won't let you get to the spire this easy, Pilgrim. I am here to help you, because I'm sure that we are both willing to do whatever it takes to reach it. The behemoth shall guide our last steps. Would you like to summon the halter the behemoth? Not now, thank you. The behemoth is good for in case of a boss fight, but it will also revolt against us in case the boss is destroyed before we do. And if the behemoth is still alive, we have to fight against it. Giant stone boxers. At least they won't lose their position. Oh crap! Ah. I don't know what happened, but we awakened this mandrake. Ah, now I see. That's why we couldn't fish, because we were lacking a bait. This is why it's so important to fight the mandrakes. Alright, with this we clear another path. Will lead us straight to another feather bundle. That's it, because by taking down this spire we created the shot. I think you have to expect another boss battle here. Let me reach another board, but also while we're at it, I would like to return to the Sacrager Forest, Sacrager's Fortress, and see if we can go to the fishing spot. Alright. Sacrager Fortress. The climb to the lighthouse. That's where we have to go. At this point we should fight the mandrakes more often, if they can drop the bait. There we go. By holding the Y button we can take out our trusty fishing rod and see what we can do. Did I got it? Oh no. This minigame wasn't particularly clear. Here's what we can do now. We can get back to Medellan because I know that I saw a mandrake in the main courtyard outside of the cathedral, and then we can try to farm more bait. The crab's landing. Here we go. There is still this locked door. I don't know how to unlock it. Nice. Here we have another bait. There should also be a fishing spot nearby. I remember there was one of them here. Let's try again. No, 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 no. Damn it. Ah, crap. I got stuck in the worst spot possible. Another easy avoidable death. Okay, let me try again. It's going to work. Okay, we got something. No, not again. It still isn't particularly clear in this instance. È stata una video. to fight the stone boxers. We can go right here in the plaza. Yes, this is Piazza San Marco. And I think that's the lion they were talking about. The statue on the pillar at the center of the square. The stone lion. Out. I don't understand how it's going to attack. Well, you can summon projectiles from above. Some sort of spell. What is other magic vortex? Attack. The range of those swings is particularly high. Ouch. This time I saw that coming. Wait, now I can also summon some help. Looks like a magic tome. This is a bit unfair. I'll take this book for the things get much worse. Okay, I don't know what happened. I managed to parry the attack without watching. Maybe I should focus on the line at this point. Yeah, the fight is getting pretty chaotic. Right, let's finish it. Ah, damn it. I missed the attack. Nearly gone. Making temporary mistakes. No! We were this close to winning the fight. Well, another first attempt done right. Instead, it didn't. It's because of the spellbook. Damn you! I'm going to recover my feathers. Was the second swing, I didn't see that. Event right. And zufolo, where did he go? Okay, there it is. Okay. Doesn't unleash magic attack. Oh. Slightly missed the ball. Either I miss the first swing and then get the other, or the other way around. Okay, this is bad. Too many visual effects. Couldn't see the attacks coming. Let's try to use the rook against the lion. spellbook. I don't idea how to fight the spellbook, because again, I should try to focus on the lion more. Easier said than done. Much better. No. This is the lion for the special attack. Okay. It's a bit much better than earlier. Good. Keep dodging. Let's wait for the next pouncing attack. No, 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 no. Come on. No! I was waiting for a pounce. That would have been easier to parry. Per 70 deaths. Come on. Watch out. The magic flash attacks. Really? You change the strategy. Dodge it. Attack. Really damage. pounce. That's it. Okay, don't move. Okay, even perfect dodges can work well. Here comes the spellbook. Oh man, what is with many parries? That was insane. Damn it. I'm not in a very good position right now. But please don't... No! Parry the pounce too soon. Zuccolo. Didn't see it. Okay, time to use special abilities. Okay, that's risky. Way too risky. Kill myself. How many attempts have you done so far with the lion? Oh, out. Again. Seriously, carrying the light attack spell from the book was really insane. It's a shame that the attempt failed. No! Damn it. Parry the next attack and I'm going to die. Well... on. I should have the pounce with my eyes closed by now. Let me get to safety. No, 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 no. No. Damn. Light rays. I always get so close to the end, only to fail. I still don't believe that fighting against the cube instead of focusing on the lion will be the best choice. I think this was nearly the 9th attempt with the lion. With the 9th or the 8th. No. No. One pounce. I think I'm going to close the stream very soon. All these attempts are not getting me anywhere. Okay. Stay there, don't move. Oh. Okay, there's another crazy combo parry. Take the distance. Right. Here comes the spellbook. Okay. Oh, damn it. Pissing me off so much. Damn cube. Come on. No, 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 no. I need to stop. I need to stop. It's not working. There are moments where the combined attacks of the lion and the spellbook are simply just impossible to dodge. Damn you. I'm going to start a bigger disadvantage because I took damage of these giant boxers. Fuck off so much. amount of parries is okay. The real problem comes with the spellbook. There it is. Trying to focus on enemies at the same time. That's for the lasers. Damn it. Let's try another special attack. Let's connect the lion. Come on. No. Focus on the spellbook. Alright, at least the lion now, it's nearly dead. Can we did it? We did it! Yes! We did it! Oh, finally! The stone lion has been destroyed. Damn it. The biggest problem here in the fight wasn't the lion, it was the spellbook. Okay. Let's take a look at the new card that we found. So, the Stone Lion. Helides nos protegunt sol semper lucet, et leo tam majestus. Let's see, I think that I can get right only the second part of this description. And the lion so majestic. The Helids protect us. Ever shining, with the sun ever shining. And the lion is so majestic. Let's see if I got this right. Stupid disabled autocorrect. Helides nos protegunt sol semper lucet. Okay, Helides, it's another way to say the sun. The sun protect us. The sun always shine, and the lion is so majestic. Right. Okay, so we can enter this palace. Where are we right now? The Vesper Crypt. Let's reach level 28. Now we can proceed. I think we can do a few battles against regular enemies before closing the live stream for tonight. Oh. These twitching statues are so creepy. Where are we going? This looks like another infinite corridor. Not exactly I can see a feather bundle. Maybe let's try not to fall into the abyss. Ah, crap. We fell nonetheless. And damn, I think the bundle will stay there. Wait a second. The shadows in the paintings are coming to life, probably to attack us. Ah, there they are. Sneaky shadow angels. That's it. I think there are more angels coming after us. Okay, this melody is familiar. I already heard it somewhere. Like, it appears, for instance, in Ocean's 11 at the end of the heist. I just don't remember the title. It's a very famous melody, this one. Ah, damn it, I really can't remember the name of this music track. In any case, we're getting haunted by those angels. Shadow Suns. Che sono Helios, but per shades. Okay, where do I have to go now? Oh, here maybe? In this space. Wait a second. What are they doing? Are they absorbing the sunlight? No. It's a bridge. What happens if I break the window? Oh, it's an exit. Oh. In the shadow of the spire. Is this correct? Like, is this supposed to happen? No. Let me try to get back here. Oh, we just returned to the entrance of Naviglia. No, at the entrance of this palace of Naviglia. The Vesper Crypt. Tell this, everyone. Let me return to the board at the start of the city so we can save our progress. And it's totally meaning for the closing remarks. It's getting late and I'm not bold enough to go inside there blindly. There is also this particular location. Alright. Yes, I confirm that I want to leave the game. Now, let me restore the background music. Hopefully the game won't crash. In a different soundtrack. Hello everyone. This chapter was full of deaths. Some of them were avoidable, others were just situations that were too much for me. In the end, I didn't decide to fight against the wooden cat. Maybe something I could try the next time. I have to think about it. But for now, we managed to reach Navilia, which is heavily inspired by the city of Venice. We defeated the stone lion. Now we're about to venture inside the Vesper crypt and see what secret has in store for us. We also just found a way to reach a nearby location, a location that is near, very close to the spire. But I think we have to finish the exploration of the crypt before we can advance with our journey. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed this latest chapter of my run on Stonemachia. This is going to be the only Stonemachia episode for this week, like I said at the start of the stream. If you enjoyed this chapter and want to see more content like this, then please consider following both my Twitch and YouTube channels. As always, you can also find me on Twitter, Mastodon, Blue Sky, and Instagram to stay up to date with my next live stream announcement. And don't forget you can also join my Discord server at the following link right here to be a part of our budding community. This is the link. So with this everyone, I wish as always a good night and a good game. And hope to see you next time, which is going to be tomorrow. Always here at not 9 and 10 PM this time, but around 4 and 10 PM Central European time for tomorrow. There's going to be another art stream in the afternoon when we can decide to start on something new for the month of June. And then the next gameplay stream will be held this Saturday on Opus Prison Peak. Now we can see if we can find someone to raid. Maybe we can go and raid Valia because she should about to start Stonemachia, but she's also been watching the recap of the Summer Game Fest and also the other summer showcases. So yeah, let's go and raid Valerian, which, by the way, I recommend to follow. And yes everyone, the raid is about to begin, so please sharpen your keyboards and let's get ready to give Valerie and her community lots of support and also to help us spread love for Stonemachia, Souls-like and Italian indie games all across Twitch. Well everyone, as always, thank you so much for the company tonight, and a huge thank you to all of you who even just swung by to say hello. Take care and have a good night or a good time if I know where you are, and I'll see you tomorrow. Let's get ready for the Stonemachia raid, and take care everyone, and I'll see you the next time. Goodbye, and let's go!